Hey folks, Matt from Dean Stove and Spa here. Today we're going to be going over installing and unboxing a Skytech universal remote control. I'm going to go over the components that you're going to unbox from the remote control, as well as installing and programming the two together. It's a pretty simple process, and I think a lot of you do-it-yourselfers out there can handle it with no problem at all. These remote controls are a remote control that can be used throughout the industry. They're considered a pretty universal remote control. So I'm just going to go over the contents of this box and what to expect when you do open it up. First thing that you're going to do is pop the top open. You're going to have just a little card in here, and it's going to tell you that for any assistance that you might need, you're going to want to contact the manufacturer. I'm putting on this little video for you to help try to answer any of those questions ahead of time. So you're just going to open this up and set that off to the side. Next thing that you're going to have is you're going to have your remote control. It comes in a little packaging here. You're just going to slide it out, and it is actually clipped into a wall mount that is available, and it actually comes standard with the remote control. A couple other things that you're going to see in here is the actual owner's manual. So we're going to walk you through some of the stuff. There are going to be some further details that you may want to explore in the manual. You are going to have a cover plate here. That cover plate is used when this remote control is being installed in typically a new construction scenario. Typically this wouldn't be used for most of our applications, but it is something that does come with the manufactured remote control. And then you're going to have your receiver box here. So the two main components that you're really going to be dealing with are both the receiver box and the remote control. And we're going to go through the installation on these products as well. You do have a little hardware package in here that's going to help mount some of this stuff into walls if you chose to go that route. And of course, your batteries here. So they give you the batteries that you're going to need to get started. There's 4 AA batteries. Those are going to go into the actual box itself. And then you have 4 AAA batteries, and those are going to be located in the remote control. So we get a lot of phone calls here at Dean Stove and Spa about whether or not their customer's particular gas appliance is compatible with a remote control. We've taken the time here today to show you the typical gas valve, and if your system looks anything like what you see down below here, chances are you can use one of our universal remote controls that is provided by Skytech. During this quick little video that we're going to show you today, we're going to be showing you where and how to install the remote control. It's going to be a pretty basic system. The way that you want to do things is you're going to take this receiver box, which is located in the remote control box. It's going to have a couple of different things on it. It's going to have the off, remote, and on position, little toggle switch in between. I'm going to show you how to actually operate this system in just a short period of time here. But what I want to show you right now is how you're actually going to be installing this box. So again, if your gas valve looks like what we're working on down here, you're going to see 2 little spade terminals, and these spade terminals are just quick connects, very easily installed. And all you're really going to do is you're just going to take these 2 terminals and you're just going to slide them onto the 2 outside terminals labeled as TH and TP on your gas valve. So the first one is just going to slide right on the bottom, and the top one just going to slide on very similar. It's a little bit of a tight fit, but you just kind of want to wiggle it into position, and as long as you got a pretty good snug connection there, that's really all you're going to do. Depending on your gas appliance, which hopefully we'll be able to give you some direction on in the store, you're going to take this box and either locate it right underneath along with your other controls, or maybe somewhere external to the fireplace. That's going to be based on what appliance you have and what these receiver boxes are rated for. Alright, so after you've installed your receiver box and you've got it plugged into your gas valve here, there's going to be a couple of quick steps that you need to take in order to get your remote control system operating and functioning. The first thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that this toggle switch is located in the middle position or in the remote position. That's going to allow your remote control to actually make the command so that the stove will react to the remote control. If you have it in the off position, it's not going to allow the appliance to turn on under any circumstances by the remote. And if you have it in the on on position, that's actually going to activate the burner for you. So if you were to ever lose your remote control, you could still utilize this receiver box as your command or your on and off switch. But for right now, we're going to go over programming the remote control. So we're going to need that toggle switch right in the middle. As long as that toggle switch is in the middle position, you could take something like this pen here or even a pencil, and you're just going to depress this button where it says learn. You're going to hear a 3 beep sequence. And when you hear that beep sequence, you're just going to simply take your remote control and you're going to hit the very bottom button, the mode button, and you should hear another beep sequence. That's going to program the remote control to your receiver box and start to allow you to use your remote control as your primary function for your gas system. So after we've installed our Skytech remote control, there's a couple of ways that we can actually utilize it to turn the appliance on and off. And one of those ways is going to be by simply touching the screen. You can also use the mode/set key to go through the different functions of the remote control. One of the ways that you could do it is by physically pressing the key, and that's going to move you to the next option programmed into the remote control. So right now the screen itself says on, which means that our appliance is going to be in the on position. If you press that mode/set key again, it's going to bring you to your thermostat mode. Currently we have our set temperature at 75 degrees and our room temperature reading at 65, so this appliance is going to continue to run until our room temperature meets the 75 degree setting that we've selected. And the last function is also going to be the off position. The off position is acting just like you would with a normal on-off switch. The off is going to turn the appliance off indefinitely until you turn it back on.